Yes, hello. Who would think, have thought of that? That it was Paul McCartney who hit the nail on the head. The nail on the whole universe on the head. Just with the words, Michelle, ma belle. These are words that goes together well, ma Michelle. And here now we have here now the whole secret and the whole universe in this one sentence. You don't believe me? Okay, let's wait and see. We will see. We shall see. Well, first the name Michelle. Well, Michelle means actually, she said, Michelle ma belle. Michelle we know as a kind of archangel. And this Michael, Michael, is a power which divided, separate something. The good from the evil. That's it. Okay, that's we keep in our minds first. And then it goes on. These are words that goes together well. That means nothing more, nothing less, that everything what you say build a kind of build up something, a kind of construction. And in that way, how you think, you find the life in front of you. That's it. It is, by all means, highly important what you think. And the more thoughts summing around your head, which bring you in light, which increase your own life, which makes you lighter, smarter, happier, the better it is. I try to put it in such small words, but I hope that you understand the meaning of that all. And so I say just to Paul McCartney, probably he will not hear me, but anyway, I say thank you. These are words that goes together well. And when you say all the time, I am bright white light, of course I am. I am light, and everything what comes in front of me, and what comes, what just meet me or whatever, I put it immediately in bright white light, in crystal white light. In crystal white light, everything is solved out. It's a solution, even in a chemical way, but that is not the point now. You can bring everything in bright white light. Everything what's in your mind. But it's always on your mind. Bring it in bright white light. Bring it in white light. Whatever is in your mind, bring it just in this fire. In white light fire. It's fabulous, it works. Maybe not in the first half an hour, maybe not in the first day, but as far as I remember, Rome wasn't built in one day. And now remember that our creation takes a long time, from the word true until now. And it takes time to sort everything out and to bring everything, to bring them to vanish, to disappear, just go away, fuck off. But fuck off is maybe not the word what people like to hear. Maybe it's better to say, oh, come, I bring you on bright white light and that's it. And now we have to be a bit careful, because when you talk to people like that, they will not understand you. And maybe it is better to think it, just to say it. It's easier. The people don't know what you think. So Just when somebody tell you and start to poke fun of you or start to blame you or whatever, gosh, shut, come, keep silent. I bring it in bright white light. That's it. It is not necessary to argue. And any time when you start to argue, to debate, to fight, whatever, you make the whole thing more complicated. You make it more difficult. And when you start to argue, when you fight something, you dark your own light. Just the light in which you can bring your own problems in order to make an end with this all. But when you dark your own light, how can you solve your problems? That's the point. That's because you don't fight. Not at all. That's because really peaceful people never fight. Because they know quite well one thing. In their own light, everything is solved out. Everything is the solution. So wait and see. And then remember, your problems are the result in 10, 20, 30, 40 years spent in a long row. And now you have here the whole parcel and you have to solve it out. Oh yes. Okay. Come, move on. Don't be a coward. And that is something what angels do. But that's how gods work. God is nothing more, nothing less but light, bright white light. Such a bright white light from such a strongness that everything is solved out in that. And here the debate ends. Here transmission ends. You bring everything in transformation. But you don't change only the form, you change the inner creation that. The inner mind. Your mind gets lighter, higher, brighter. You become bright. Head. That's why. That's because resistance is not necessary. Why? Bring it in bright white light and that's it. That's it. End of debate. Remember that you have trouble only because you have a resemblance for it, a resonance. So it is not the question who is guilty and who is not. Everybody is, because we all are in the same pot. You come across with something which is very bad when you yourself are pretty well good and innocent like a baby. Then it could not happen what has happened. So it is on you to solve it out. And you are light. Of course you are light. You come from the light. Don't make a joke, please. So then you tell me what about me? Nobody cares for me. Yes, and it is not the task for everybody else to take notice from you, not at all. But it is necessary for you that you take notice from you. And when you know that you are light, and a really bright white light, then you will harm nobody else. Impossible. Nobody plans a bank robbery when he is light. Not at all. When it's a very shining white light. Nobody harms somebody else. Nobody kidnaps somebody else. Nobody robs somebody else, or nobody starts to fight somebody else when he is bright light. It's impossible. It is for you not possible to do that. And the more, and that is the funny thing on that all, the more trash, anger, trouble you put into light, the brighter you will be. And the more shining is the light anyway. Funny, huh? And the more poor people do so, the more the whole thing becomes higher and brighter and lighter. And the more war, trouble, hard discussions and whatever vanish. They go away. They can't hold themselves. Impossible. That's the secret of life. And that I know now, because I have a song in my mind, Michel, ma belle. These are words that goes together well. Ma Michel. I'm bright white light, because I know. I'm light. I'm bright white light. These are words that goes together well. Why don't you think from yourself so? Why not? Who cares? But why? Where's the borderline? Where's the blockades? Where? Remember, please, I am bright white light. And in my light, every darkness disappears. Notice that. Please. Stop the war. Stop the fights. Stop everything else. Poorness. And something like that. Remember, I am bright white light. For yourself, I mean. And come, repeat after me. I am bright white light. And these are words who goes together well. Ma Michel. And Michel is indeed a kind of angel. Archangel maybe. And this Archangel Michael in German, Michel in France, and I don't know what about in Italy or whatever. Different names, one angel, okay. Different names, one principle. And he take care that you think now, just words, only words, which make your light more shining, brighter. And you need this power behind you. Doesn't work from the word true. From now on. But sooner or later you will see, and sooner or later you will be able to do that. And now remember that our universe is the result from thinking from the all. Never forget that. Never ever. And so now take care what you think. It is necessary. For you it will be brilliant, and the best results will happen. For your life, and so, therefore, for everybody else too. I think it is time we remember. We should. We have to. Otherwise, here, the thing goes pretty bad. Why shall we choose that? Why? And now, I wish you all the best. And thank to Paul McCartney. Maybe he thought it was a kind of soft song for his dearest or whatever, for his darling. Maybe he thinks he's much in love and composed something like that. But I tell you what, 50 years later, I think, my God, Michel, these are words that goes together well. Ma Michel, and you always take care that I think in that order. I remember I am light. I'm very bright white light. I remember it. I know it. Whatever happened before. And it was really pretty bad. It was pretty nasty, honestly. My life was not so light. It was not all the time happy. No, not really. But anyway, we have to bring it in light again, so that the problems vanish. Goodbye and bye-bye. That's it. Okay, I wish you all the best and thanks for listening. And I often finish my videos in German with the words, we see us in the crystal energy. Oh, that we do, so definitely, certainly. You see, crystal energy is really bright white light. I mean, you can also say, when you say, I bring everything in bright and really white light, you can also say, I bring everything in crystal energy. It's the same. My crystal energy is white light, and white light is crystal energy. So let's try it out. So come on, don't stop debating. Don't stop. No, not argumentations and all the yes and no's and maybe not. My God, are you Schrödinger's cat? That's the point. Maybe, yes, maybe. The more you think on that, the more likely the thing is. The more you think on that, the more it becomes reality. And now think on the trash that people think all the time. It's really trash. Oh, we have to bring it in crystal energy. We have to. Otherwise, we never shall get peace in here. Okay. And by the way, what I say is due for everybody. Doesn't matter from which they come from. The country is not of all interest. And by the way, sexist. That's interesting. Men or women are female. Manly is only a principle. But this principle is really stiff. It doesn't move 1 millimeter. Not an inch. But the female move. And now we can make the whole thing brighter, or we can make it darker. It's our choice. All right, I hope you can understand me. That would be very good for all of us. Because when you bring everything in crystal energy, so to say, in really white light, then you will have the benefit from it, the profit from it, of course, but so does everybody else around you, because you stop to make problems anymore. But I have to say, and I have to admit, that this journey can cost you a lot of headache at first. So I wish you not only luck with that, not only light and crystal energy and lots and heaps of crystal energy for yourself, and also a pack of aspirin you need, because you had sing the song as well. It doesn't hear so nice as at first, but now you know why you do it. You know where it comes from. It is about you. And remember, you are the most important person in your life. Yeah? Wife, man, husband, children, mommy, daddy, whatever. But at first, the most important person in your life is you. And you are the middle of the wheel. And when, but when the middle is somehow somehow on the bottom, cracked and broken, how shall the wheels turning? It's impossible. So you have it first. Bring yourself in order again, and put everything in crystal energy. It works perfect, and it is of no interest. It's of no interest in which God you believe. of no interest. When you believe in God, that's fine, then go on, it's okay. But I hope you believe in a God which is light, bright white light. But when you believe in God, okay, fine. But then remember also that He expects something from you, that you are able to bring everything in light and crystal energy and whatever. And stop to discuss that. For heaven's sake, stop it. That causes and aroused anger, and what shall that? Okay, thanks for listening. Have a good time and a splendid time. And we'll see us in the crystal energy. Bye-bye.